Well, some of you like honey. You use it in your tea and on your toast, but do you know how it gets from the bee to the bottle? In our special series, Take This Job and Love It, Fox 31's Kerri Copello took on the job of a beekeeper.
1/3 of Earth's food supply comes from honeybees.
People are starting to realize the importance of the honeybee.
Like everything on Earth, honeybees need a home as well, and we need to build them so colonies can grow.
If you want to have more hives, more manageable hives, then what you do is you would get another box. You take that mated queen and put in this colony, and now they have a new mother. And now this is a separate colony, and you have 2 colonies.
Honeybees are a beekeeper's children, and we have to check on them at least every 2 weeks.
A little puff of smoke in there. And you want to smoke the hives near it too in case you bump those hives. Lots of times for a quick check, just to check on the strength of the colony, we'll just lean the hive up. And if we see bees all the way across covering all the frames, then we know this is a good strong colony. So there shouldn't be any concerns with them.
At the end of spring, the real fun begins. The super is full of honey and it's time to harvest. After harvesting, things get a little sticky.
And turn it the other way. I'm sorry. Turn it this lengthwise. There you go. And you can. All right, that turns on the spinning chains that's going to knock this off. This turns on the conveyor that's going to run it through there. And then we're going to see how it comes out on the other side. I'll flip this off. Now, sometimes the chains haven't been adjusted yet for this year, so sometimes it doesn't knock all the cappings off. We'll make sure they're all free. Flip over the other side, which is coming out of the frame. That's okay. That happens. And just make sure it's the honey is able to free. And then what's going to happen is generally the conveyor would still be running, and it would run on down. And if you want to come around here, as the conveyor comes down, usually you've got someone filling, and then you've got someone loading. And what you do is you lift this lid open here to put the frames in the extractor.
Like this?
Right, stand them straight up. Same thing with that, the comb's coming apart, so just let that comb stay on the conveyor. It'll actually fall down to the bottom. Run it and fill it up in here. And then, once it's full, you would take and turn on the extractor, and the honey will already be flowing pretty freely coming down. And then the centrifugal force of this spinning around would sling the rest of it out of the comb. It'll sling against the walls, and it'll drain down into the bottom. And that's when it's pumped out of the barrel into the tanks that we saw earlier that you're bottling at. Right. And at that time it's ran through cheesecloth as it goes into that tank. And that's the last step. That's the only thing that's done to the honey, because we don't want to take out, if you microfilter, you're taking out the beneficial pollen and antibiotics and antibacterial of the honey. But you just run it through the cheesecloth, and then it's ready. It's pure, raw, natural honey that it came from, and the barrel can be traced back to the beekeeper and know where the honey was produced.
Once the honey is done, bottles are labeled and boxes are made.
I did, didn't I?
And you fold off the box at the bottom. Go 1, 2, 3. And then you take the tape. And you go there. Satisfied with that? If not, you can make another, whichever you want to go. Then you take your boxes with you and bring them over to your filling area. Okay?
Then bottling begins.
All right, you do start with it, because you've got to ring that hole there, of course. You raise it up. And here it goes, liquid gold.
Bottling isn't an easy task, and it took me at least a couple times to get it right.
This is perfection right here.
We do everything from the beginning to the end with your own delivery.
One of the sweetest parts of the day was taste testing, and I found a favorite variety of my own. I think I like this one.
A lot of people buckwheat you either love it or hate it.
Weeks Honey Farm in Omega offers 7 varieties of delicious raw and pure honey. For more information about honeybees and Weeks Honey Farm, stay connected to mysouthwestga.com. Kerri Copello, Fox 31 News.